All right. Let's do it again. Name and VOC number.
Jared Brown, 492514.
All right, Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, you're classified as a fifth felon offender. Currently serving a 15-year sentence, having convictions in Lafourche Parish, possession with intent to distribute meth, possession of heroin, possession with intent to distribute marijuana, then in Terrebonne Parish, possession of meth, and theft of $500 or more. Your parole eligibility date was March 14th, 2023. You have a good time date, September 11th, 2024, and you have a full term date, June 14th, 2034. Is that information correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Before we proceed with the interview, I want to acknowledge that we have some guests that have joined us and want to speak on your behalf. We have your dad, Wesley Brown, and your girlfriend, Miss Patrice Brown. Both will be speaking on your behalf, and we'll call on them at the appropriate time to hear what they have to say. Your case has been assigned to Mr. Roche. Seated to my left, would you answer his question?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Good morning, Mr. Brown. Good morning, Mr. Brown.
Good morning. Good morning.
Mr. Brown, you're currently 36 years old.
Excuse me, can you repeat that, please?
You're currently 36 years old.
Yes, sir. 36.
You having trouble hearing me?
Yes, sir.
You've been convicted of 5 felonies, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you have a good time date in September of next year, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And I see where you hadn't earned any good time credit. Is the Steve Hall program the first program that you've taken since incarceration?
I didn't understand what you said, sir. I didn't understand. You didn't hear it? Can you repeat that, please?
Yes. Is the Steve Hall program the first program that you have taken since your incarceration?
Taking any classes?
Yes, sir. I'm in classes now. I'm in classes. Been in classes for the last 7 months.
So your completion date is June 30th of this year. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, why haven't you taken any classes prior to the Steve Hall program?
Well, before I came here, I was in Lafourche Parish and COVID had hit, and they done a when COVID-19 hit, that they was only accepting people in classes 2 years prior to, or a year or 2 years prior to their discharge date. So I wasn't eligible. And
Were you in the work release program?
yes, sir, I was.
And you got just now right up on March 8th of 2022, and you were removed from the program. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, it is.
Tell me about that write-up.
It's an aggravated work offense. I was at work and I was told to move some equipment with my hands and didn't follow directions. And I got on a forklift that I wasn't certified to run, and I moved the equipment with the forklift. And that's how I obtained that write-up.
And you were removed from the transitional work program. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about the write-up you got at Morehouse in July of 2022.
I was in work release in Morehouse. I was working at a chicken plant, DG Foods, and I tried to write to come to this program, and they told me as long as I'm in a work release program that I could not come to this program. They would red flag me. So I talked to the warden up, and they didn't have no good time classes to offer me though, no kind of classes. So I asked them to remove me from the work release program so I can come to this program, so I can come here to the Shot Shot program. And he denied my request to get out of the work release program. So what I did was I packed my stuff, told him to put me in, excuse me.
What did you do?
I told him to put me in lockdown. I quit the work release program.
And you received a disciplinary write-up.
And I received a disciplinary write-up, but I never went to DB court and got, they never brought me in front of a disciplinary board for it. They put me in lockdown for 7 days and put me in a regular dorm. And when I got out of the regular dorm, and I wrote to come here and I got shipped here, I never went in front of a disciplinary board for it.
Okay. Now, Mr. Brown, you were locked down 7 days in July of 2022. That was only 9 months ago. You got this bad write-up, and the lockdown, and are not eligible. We will consider your parole request because you received a write-up in the last 12 months before this hearing. And if that was not the case, you've been removed from a transitional work program only 13 months ago. Based upon your general disciplinary conduct, I'm going to have to deny your request this morning. Madam Chairman.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Brown, what would you, you're due to complete in June?
Yes, ma'am.
What's that gonna do to your good time then?
What is gonna push my good time date up to October 1st or the end of September?
Of this year?
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
Get anything out of the program?
Did I learn anything from the program?
Get anything out of the program?
Did I get anything out of the program? Yes, ma'am. Learn to take form.
Yeah.
Ability.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear it. I hope that you're working hard to develop a sobriety plan. We're going to hear from your family who wants to speak on your behalf. First, we'd like to hear from Patrice Brown. Patrice Jackson. Ms. Jackson. There you
Yes,
go.
ma'am.
I'd like to hear what you have to say.
I don't know him.
You don't know him? Well, we must have
No,
made,
ma'am.
who are you here to see?
Calvin Brown.
Okay, well, just stand by. We'll be back with you in a moment. I apologize.
Okay, uncle.
Mr. Wesley, we'd like to hear from you, sir. Go ahead. You have to unmute your mic. I guess that's what she's doing for you.
Okay, hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. How y'all doing this morning?
Thanks. Go ahead. What would you like us to know about your son?
I was just hearing on his behalf of if I could answer any kind of questions that y'all would like to know about as far as what I have in store for him when he comes out. He's gonna probably come live with me. I've been working offshore 47 years now. I've been with the same company for 23. At the moment, I'm on doctor's care. I don't know what y'all as far as any kind of questions y'all have for me for his on his behalf that I can answer for y'all.
Any questions, Mr. Brown? No, sir, we have no questions. We appreciate your support of Jared. Thanks for being here with us this morning.
All righty, thank y'all.
Jared, is there anything you'd like to say to the parole panel before we vote? Well, let me ask the staff there at Bossier if there's any input they can tell us about you.
And we don't have anything on the security side to provide.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, sir. Anything you want to say, Jared?
And I just appreciate the opportunity for today to come in front of y'all. That's it.
All right. Well, we'll be there. Mr. Roche?
Mr. Brown, based upon your general disciplinary conduct is unacceptable. A disciplinary write-up in March, another one in July of 22. Both times you were removed from a position to work program. I deny your request.
Mr. Freeman?
I concur with Mr. Roche.
And I too, Mr. Brown. I'm glad you're doing well in the program, but based on the reasons that Mr. Roche stated, I vote today to deny your parole. Good luck to you, sir. Today, your parole's been denied.
Is he getting in trouble?
Yeah, I'm really not sure what he expected. That was just a pretty bad interview. It's like you get it right up. Like just like the forklift thing, it's like you're at work release. They tell you, can you please move those boxes? And you say, you know what, I don't really want to move the boxes. I'm gonna go in a forklift, which I'm not certified for. And I'm gonna go drive it and lose my job. And it's what makes you think that was a good idea, man? Like I want to root for you, but it doesn't show anyone that you can hold a job or follow like rules. And it's quite a clear thing. You can't just get into a forklift and start using it. I know it seems fun. I'd want to do the same thing, but if the idea that I can have a job and make money on work release and then get my freedom or get locked back up, it's quite a simple answer. I don't think it'd be something that I would have to struggle with. It makes me wonder the mental health. It makes me wonder, it's hard to imagine that like I understand not wanting to follow orders, and I'm very anti-authority in that sense. Like I hate being told what to do. Like I don't like going to tour, like a tour group. My worst nightmare. If I'm gonna go visit some place, I don't even want to be in a tour group. I don't like that structure and that authority. But if my freedom's on the line and I'm told to do something, I'm probably not gonna get in a forklift. In that sense, it just makes you wonder. What's going on through someone's mind. And then if they're is it like a mental disorder where they should be getting medical help, or is it just a maturity thing? I don't know. Let's see if he can stay right up free and then go into the chicken plant. I'll tell you this, if I was sent to a chicken plant and it was going to chicken plant I could have a problem with it. The chicken plants, I've seen some videos of it, and I heard in Angola, you actually, when you first go there, not part of work release, just part of your job at Angola, they put noobs early into the chicken plant because it's the least. It's the most awful place to work. And then you have to work your way up out of it. So the idea that they put him in work release at a chicken plant, see, that's where I can have empathy. I wouldn't be able to do it. I myself would not be able to do it. That would be like a form of torture for me. And then someone could have the argument about me. Well, it's for your freedom. Just suck it up and do it. But I don't think I could. But anyways, love to hear your thoughts. And with that, I'll let you go.